Wow, guys. I'll tell you what, big time deals are happening in this space in a massive way. In fact, everything, guys, is changing and it's going to change so rapidly. It's going to blow people's minds. One of the biggest things that we're seeing right now is this whole disconnect in the economy, which I've talked about at length. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you, you got Larry Fink, and he has been making this world tour talking about the tokenization of everything and what that is going to do and how it is going to change the wide world. Now, you need to see this little clip that I pulled out. It is mind boggling when you consider the impacts that this is going to have in the wide world and how everything is going to work. Just check this out.
We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And that means every stock, every bond will have its own basically CUSIP. It'll be on one general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We could rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities about bonds and stocks and digital by having a tokenization. But the most importantly thing, we could customize strategies through tokenization that fits every individual. We would have instantaneous settlement. Think about all the costs of settling bonds and stocks. But if you had a tokenization, everything would be immediate because it's just a line item. And so we believe this is a technological transformation for financial assets. I believe if you want to talk about voting and voting choice and all the things, if we know every moment who is the owner of that stock and it's now time to vote, every individual who has ownership is identified and they can vote their own share.
Now, guys, did you hear that? Did you hear what he's talking about? Now, we're talking BlackRock. And you notice how he's going, we think, we think, we think. Well, who is the we? Guys, I'm telling you what, it's these massive players. And it's not just BlackRock, but all the people they interact with. And they want to get out there and they want to tokenize absolutely everything. Did you hear that? It wasn't just the tokenization of equities and this and that. Tokenization of IDs, tokenization of information, tokenization of ownership, tokenization, guys, of everything. Now, you're telling me that that is not going to have impacts on, our situations economically and how it's going to change the wide world. Guys, it's going to result in the greatest wealth transfer in the history of mankind. I absolutely believe it big time. Bang. Wow. And yet you have got people that are sitting in this space and should be thanking the living God that they actually have exposure to it. And they're crying about the prices of these assets as they are today. Oh, XRP, it's only at $2 and what, 16, 17 cents and on and on. And you see it in the comments. That is utter nonsense. Truly it is, because guys, if you don't know what you hold and you don't know where we're going, then yeah, you're going to look, oh my gosh, I bought it at this and now it's at that and on and on and on. And that's all you're going to think about. But if you could zoom out and you can see what is coming for the wide world and how rapidly they are going to bring this upon us and the transition that it is going to represent, that right there will blow your ever-loving mind, and you will see nothing but sheer and utter opportunity, because a day will come, I am not joking, people will weep. I mean literally shed tears for the prices that we see in XRP today. I absolutely 100% believe it. We are going to see such a shift monumentally in everything that we do, that in and of itself is going to cause such a change that we probably won't even recognize the world that we know of as of today. Now, something that I have been putting out here for the last little bit that I do find truly amazing when it does come to the price of, these assets. Here we are using a measurement criteria, right? The dollar, to value an asset, XRP, that we believe is literally going to absolutely replace the very measurement criteria that we're using. Have you thought about that? You see, you gotta stop thinking about XRP in terms of how many dollars it will be worth. Because guys, in this new economy that's coming, the dollar is probably not even going to exist in the form that it does now. Probably not even going to exist. And in fact, when you think about that, think about what a monetary instrument is. It's a store of value, a unit of account, and a medium of exchange. Well, does XRP fit that bill? Yes, XRP fits that bill. It is definitely a store of value. It is a unit of account. Look, there's, I think, 1 million drops in one XRP. So, it is very divisible. Is it a medium of exchange? Yes, it is. In fact, do you know in the United States right now, there are various municipalities and counties that will allow you to pay your city and county tax in XRP. That right there is phenomenal.